The World Sports Betting Fillies Guineas on Saturday sees the Grade 2 winner, Lady of Power, travelling from Gauteng to take on the recent winner of the Nkululeko Stakes, Shantastic. With the likes of Grade 1 placed Hold My Hand and small black type winners Golden Hostess and Saartjie in the field, it has the makings of a competitive race. Golden Hostess is 3 from 10, winning from 12 to 1400 metres, including the non-black type Magnolia last time out. That said, she's Grade 1 placed over the 1600.
And Golden Hostess wins it in style.
Golden Hostess, she's no stranger to the track. She came up at the end of last season. She had put in a good performance at the end of the season in the 2-year-old fillies race on Gold Cup Day. She's really an improved filly, and I think also will be suited to this track. Also, thankfully, didn't end up being a very big field because she also she got the worst of the draws. But she also likes coming from off the pace. She's travelled up well. She had a nice little gallop here the other day, so all good for her, and I'm expecting a big run from her on Saturday.
Lady of Power won the Grade 2 Wilgersdorp SA Fillies Guineas over 1600 metres in February.
Pierre straight up is going to put it off on Lady of Power.
She's a very nice, big-looking filly and lots of gate speed. She's won the Guineas in Johannesburg already by leading about 3 or 4 lengths coming to the straight, and just increased the gap. She was being caught up the last bit, but she held on to win. So Greyville should be ideally for her. Got a nice draw. Obviously I would naturally try and use that speed from the beginning. If someone goes too fast or wants to go ahead of me, that's also fine. But she's just got such a natural long striding action that you just want to use that action, and then hopefully accelerate top of the straight, and she's good enough to win. And I'll give her a big chance of winning on Saturday.
Saartjie is 3 from 6, having won from 1600 to 2000 metres, including the listed Cape Oaks last time out.
Saartjie goes on to win.
We threw in the deep end in Cape Town, and she did really well for Andre there. And obviously the plan coming here was the Guineas and then the Lavington. She's had a good prep. She arrived here towards the end of March, so she's had a nice foundation to settle in and familiarise herself with the tracks here. And she's had good weather, which has always helped. And like I say, her prep's been very good. Rob's been very happy with it, and we think she's going to give a good account of herself. This is probably at the bottom end of her range, the mile, but from what she's shown us, we've been really impressed, and we're hoping for a nice run. Obviously we've got to respect the Joburg horses, and obviously there's some Cape horses in the race, Candice horse and Glenn's horse, and we obviously full respect for them, but like I said, I don't think she's not going to disgrace herself.
Captain Peg won her first 4 before not finding the frame in her next 3 outings in graded stakes company. Richard Fourie jumped aboard last time in a merit rated 96. Going for home at the 300 metre mark, she held on just long enough to win from Wakonda. Richard's taken the ride again, and she's sure to enjoy the shorter run-in at Hollywoodbets Greyville. Group 1 placed Hold My Hand is ultra consistent, having made the frame 7 times in her 9 track appearances.
Hold My Hand in a race of her own. She'll win this with a little bit of style.
She's been Group 1 placed a couple of times. We really thought that we were going to have her win the last feature of the season in the Cape. She had everything. It was all hers. She was there to set up to win it. And she just took forever to get into stride, and that was over 2,000 metres. And at one stage, with 200 to go, she was going to run unplaced, and then she flew and she got just touched off a second. But I must say, since she's been in Natal, she seemed to be much sharper and on her toes. So I think that she's going to run an absolute cracker. She's drawn, I think, 8, but she likes to come from off them. Grant also likes to ride that way. So I think she'll be flying at them, and she loves Greyville, so we know that.
Shantastic comes off a good win in the Grade 3 Mzimkhulu Stakes over 1400 metres. She's 4 from 8, going the 1600 for the first time.
And Shantastic has been fantastic by 3.
In the Fillies Guineas, we've got Shantastic, and I think a filly that's won a last start very well. It was a Grade 3 over 1400 metres. I know she was getting 6 kilos from a very good filly, Canadian Summer, but she's also done very well, and she galloped well last Thursday. And competitive, the Guineas is going to be competitive. Yeah, she's gone up to 101, and these fillies are rating 119 and 104 and 105 and 109. So, it'll be a great test for her, but she's doing well. Will she get the 1600 metre trip? She's never gone further than 1400. I think she will get the trip. A half-brother, Waterbury Lane, he was a soft-falling round, but he was a very good sprinter miler. So she's doing well, and she's earned a stripe set and put it to the test. But she's a filly I think will continue to improve, but you can't leave her out. I'm expecting a good run from this filly.
Peach Daiquiri won her first 3 in Port Elizabeth before joining the yard of Alec Laird.
And Peach Daiquiri won it by 4.5 to 5.
Peach Daiquiri was the top 3-year-old filly in Port Elizabeth. After trying the mile in the Cape Fillies Guineas, she moved to my yard, and she'd had a short break, thereby she needed these 2 sprints, which the last one was quite encouraging, and the fact that she didn't have that early toe shows that she probably wants the mile now. The nice thing is she seems to be peaking at the right time. With each run she's improved, and she's set to improve some more. She'll move down to Durban on Friday, and hopefully she travels well and gives a good account of herself.
ACACIA'S Blossom has won 4 from 11, from 12 to 1400 metres. She goes the mile for the first time.
They get to the line, ACACIA'S Blossom, 1/3.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. I'm going with Des' gut instinct. As a 3-year-old, your Guineas only comes around once, in KwaZulu-Natal. So her last run, the Nkululeko, wasn't bad because she hadn't been in my care that long, and we brought her in very soft. And she's a large frame filly, but we believe that she'll come out of the race better. And we took the feedback from the jockey, and he's chosen to ride her again, and he felt that she will get the miles. Her best form's been over 1200 so far. So, yeah, we're taking a chance on the distance. From our point of view, it's a very strong field. When you look at our rating, I think we're the second lowest rated filly at 93. I think we're 23 pounds out, at the top weight. And when you've got a filly like this who could be a very, very decent handicapper in the merit rating system, and those are the rules. It's nothing special. It's just that you've got to know this, that you can go and run 5th or 6th in that race, incur penalties that cost you a few wins in a handicap. So you've got to understand there's a risk. There's a risk that the filly runs way above her rating, and then she will have achieved that rating, and then she'll race off that rating in the future, and she may not be that good. We don't know.
Just a last comment. Looking forward to champion season.
Absolutely, yeah. It's exciting, and it's good to be. It's good to be participating again. To have horses that you got a shout. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
The Wendy Whitehead trained Let It Snow is 3 from 13, with all her wins having come over the mile.
Let It Snow, the hat-trick's on the card.
Let It Snow she's just gone from a little filly to this magnificent filly that stands over ground, and she's really grown up into a beautiful filly. Her last start at Greyville in the Nkululeko was absolutely amazing. She went to the front in that race. The 1400 is far too sharp for her, and she's a type of filly that likes to gallop. She doesn't like to cancer and then turn it on, and Ashton rode an absolute perler on her in the race. So 1600 is more her forte, and drawn 5, I'm not sure if we're going to make the pace in this race, but she'll certainly be right up there in this race. It's a competitive small field, but she's going to give it her best shot.
Look, it's a small field, but Group 2s is always quality. We've got the other filly of Candice Bass, another gold standard that I think is pretty smart, and 1 or 2 from Joburg, so it's getting interesting. The winter season's always the best.